What do you say a woman is?
I believe that everyone can identify for themselves.
Okay. Do you believe then that men can become pregnant and have abortions?
Yes.
Looks like you're 12 years old. I don't know what that was. North Carolina Congressman Dan Bishop questioning abortion activist Amy Arambide, I'm thinking, before the House Judiciary Committee during a hearing on abortion rights yesterday. Bishop went on to ask another Democrat witness, Dr. Yashika Robinson, an actual medical doctor and abortion provider, to define what a woman is. Here's that response.
What's a woman?
I think it's important that we educate people like you about why we're doing the things that we do.
Are you going to answer my question? Can you answer the question, what's a woman?
I'm a woman, and I would ask you, which pronouns do you use?
Is that as comprehensive a definition as you can give me?
That's as comprehensive as a definition as I will give you today.
So fun. A lot of it was really entertaining. Some of the most basic questions have now become trick questions in this weird new society we're creating. And these people are supposedly the experts. How scary is that? Congressman Bishop joins us now. Good to see you, sir. Quite a spectacle yesterday. What did you make of all that?
Well, Rob, sometimes you can generate the most insight on a subject matter when you ask a witness a question that's totally off the subject matter, just to inquire into their capacity for understanding and relating facts, their credibility, their reliability as witnesses.
And you see... Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, and that sort of got at it, I think. I think that's why that thing blew up and became viral.
Yeah. Well, what it does is it shows you where their agenda lies, too. I mean, if they won't answer questions like that, you're just getting the radical left. They're just going to, they're not going to give you anything common sense. They're just going to give you their ideology. Here's some of your other colleagues question Dr. Robinson on the topic of abortion. Let's listen to one of these.
How does one qualify as fully human? What makes a human being?
What makes a person a human being is them being born, number one. That's why we have birthdays.
Have you had baby parts that you've had to discard or store in some capacity?
One of the things that you all have done
Legs,
throughout
arms,
this hearing is just use inflammatory language.
Inflammatory language. This is a woman that, quite literally, reaches inside of a woman and pulls out arms and legs and then heads. I mean, it's a fully formed, probably 8-9 inches long baby. And she does this every single day and she doesn't seem to mind it at all. And then she calls it inflammatory language. It's a lot like a lot of other ththings in our society where they want it to happen. They don't want you to think about it and they certainly don't want to talk about it, but they do want to allow it to keep happening.
I think, Rob, whether someone, all three witnesses were committed to the same radical view of men and women that came out in my questioning, and whether they're under a delusion or they have some reason that they do not wish to speak truth, one or the other. But yeah, it's frightening, and I think that's a classic opportunity for the nation to see what we're up against in terms of the people who are pro-abortion. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. I mean, it is interesting. I mean, I think most Americans have this kind of somewhere much less dramatic than it is right now. I mean, we've talked about it before, but you look at other nations, other very, good, sophisticated places like in Europe. They do not allow abortion the way we do here. They look at us and they think we're barbaric for this. I think we need to learn a lot from that. And a lot of that was exposed yesterday when you listen to the way that they talk about this and you see what they do, if you see the videos of what they do. North Carolina Congressman Dan Bishop, thank you, sir, for the time. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Rob.